yo, Saudi Arabia, tak Krisiko ka Malaysia, tak kina after this, but Krisiko ka Malaysia, you know? So there's a big question. So we just wanted to understand, what are your thinking on the water? If the US government is supporting programs in Nepal for climate change, child labour, what would you want to see? So we're interested in hearing from your side, as one of the communities, you know, you've still got hundreds of families going to the brick factories with their children, and the children end up working, not going to school. What would you like to see from US government representative here to listen? So we just wanted to give a chance to hear. So we've heard from the community, now we wanted to hear from the Palika.
It's a really great opportunity that we had a get opportunity to meet with you. So maybe Dr. Amita also told something about it. We are elected before 10 months, so for 5 years. This municipality, of course, has a most of area is dry.
Yeah.
Most of area is dry. Northwest, always the sunlight comes. There is no source of water. So this area, the northern, this side, northeast, this area has little water, and the ground, the farm is little moist. Okay. So I born on the dry area. So while I see the little water, I happy. So what I thought now, so it's a big challenge to the earth, not to the human beings only, to the earth. It's going to climate change.
Video ke photo.
So we have to fight for that. So we met some official delegates from Denmark. Some 5 different political parties leader has came here. We had spent a time with them 2 days. The agenda of the political party was climate change. The agenda has to be the good concept and the climate against the climate change. So before the meeting with me, so my opinion, the water, the rain come from the sky, but not regular, not natural. Irregularly that comes.
Changing, yeah.
Yes, the cause of climate change. So my thought, we have to recharge the rainwater. We have to send the water inside the land, in between the forest, in between the hill, in between the community, wherever water comes, we don't have to give chance to go on the river. The water has to go inside the earth. We have to make many ponds.
Yeah.
We can store the rainwater and it will recharge. So then after it will start the greenery. So right now we have very small money here. The country also very small. The people doesn't pay the tax. They don't have income. The income has to charge on their income. Tax has to charge on their income. They don't earn. Just they earn something, the crops they eat, just simple living. So that's why I like to request you. So we have to utilize the water source, where the water comes. In the ground level, so some northeast area, there has some water resource. That water goes from the town to the river and that goes to the ocean. So I had a plan to bring that source of water of the small river in the small river we call Badoli Kola. Badoli, that's the one river. So I want to bring that water to this dry area. So on the rain season, the water comes on the big pipe. We can make all the dry land like a
Kit. Irrigated fields. Kit. Kit is it?
Cornland भन्छ हैन?
Yes.
So kit is like an irrigated
Irrigated
land, whereas
land.
bari is a dry. So bari is a dry field, rain fed. Kit is an irrigated field.
Yes. So where the water comes, if land is plain, So that is we call K. And if the land is slow, so we can crop the many things,
Yeah.
but the productivity is very low because the plain land is necessary. So we have decided to make all slope area
Like
plain,
terrace.
plain
Like what yours is.
to increase the productivity. The one thing. The another things, we want to bring the water from the river to the hilly, this dry area, so we can make the farm.
So you put an irrigation system, but we just saw a fire. Argo.
Yes,
If we do not protect the forest and the water source,
yes, cannot control.
so there's
Everywhere,
fires.
yes.
We have just seen the whole fire Sindali, the whole fire Scarberry, the whole fire the whole country is burned.
Yes.
So how do we, because if you don't have vegetation, the soil, the water will not go into the soil.
Yeah.
So the
Cannot
first question
control.
so I have two questions. One, how can the local governments do something to educate the community, find people, have firefighting? What is your solution? Because you cannot have water sources in with climate change if you don't deal with fire.
Yeah.
If you're just going to burn everything every year, it doesn't matter how many trees you plant, doesn't matter
Yes.
what you do. All of that forest land could be producing
Yeah.
fodder trees, fuel wood, helping the water go down and retain for many more months of the year for your springs and your inars and your creeks. So what ideas from fire management? Your fire management idea, Kisa Yupadika?
It's a big challenge for us because we don't have enough the road. We cannot send the fire brigades there. So we have fire brigades, but we cannot send on that places.
So
Very hard.
you have to prevent.
Yeah, we cannot protest that from the by aircraft. That
Yeah,
costs very high. We
helicopters
don't
too
have,
expensive.
yeah, cannot. So the consciousness of people, because of consciousness of people, that happening. The farmer has a that type of feelings that if they fire on the forest, then after the new grass comes.
Yeah, but your
That
duties
has
on
a-
a fire, it's
Yeah.
aquas on your
We can control. We can punish if somebody did that. First, we have to educate to all
The
the
whole
people.
community, yes.
We have to make the new law from here.
Yeah.
Then we can keep many notice board there.
But we
We
also
can
have to
flow-
plant
yes.
more
Then
valuable
after-
species. Your
so-
adhikati valuable
Yes,
species.
I thought
I
we had to punish them. So we have to protect the forest. So then after any like wild animal finished. So it finished the nature.